You guys, it is official. I have dropped off my work phone, my work keys, my work laptop. I dropped off everything at my job, and it is official. I have officially quit my job to pursue my dreams, and I'm feeling so many emotions right now. Happy, scared, excited. It's just, honestly, I'm just so excited, I guess is the word. I had this burning desire in me, and I was no longer going to ignore it. And I'm excited for what's to come for me and for my business and just for this new chapter in my life. Hold on, you guys, before we continue on the video, I literally am leaving, like driving out the parking lot of my job where I just dropped off all my stuff. And as I'm just taking it all in, I get an order for Lyssxo for my business. And I know that might not seem like a big deal, but I am so in tune and take these things as signs, because it's obviously there's a little bit of doubt and I'm scared, but I know I'm following my right path. And to me, that was just confirmation that I am walking in the right direction. I'm in the right path and I'm following my dreams. And it was just confirmation for me, from God, from higher spirits, whatever you want to call it, that I'm in the right direction and I'm walking towards a new life. And I'm so excited, you guys. Thank you to anybody who has supported my business. I'm super happy. All right, let's get on the video.
Solo. Baby girl, you know my situation. Could fuck with me and stack all these blue faces. On the real, these other bitches is basic. To keep it real.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Alyssa. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and being here with me today. So, as you guys just saw in the clips in the beginning, I quit my job. I quit my 9-to-5 to follow my dreams. And yes, during a pandemic, you guys. It's crazy. Honestly, I'm still just taking all the emotions in. Today is Sunday, and I kind of just took the weekend to kind of take in all the emotions that I'm feeling. And I wanted to film this video just to talk about a little bit of my background, what led me here, why I decided to finally take the risk and follow my dreams. So before we continue on in this video though, if you are new here, please make sure to subscribe. It would mean so much to me. I'm really just so excited for what's to come for me. I obviously now have so much time, more time on my hands than I usually would, because I was working every day. So I plan to put out so much more content, more meaningful content, and just continue to grow this channel. So thank you so much for being here. Make sure to hit that little bell icon so that way you get notified every time I upload a new video. But yes, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get on into the video. So before we jump into why I quit my job, what led me to that, why I finally took the risk, I want to give a little bit of a background / history of just my career and a little bit of my life. I don't want to go on a super long tangent. So for those that do not know, I am a mother. I have a son who is 6 years old. His name is Noah, and he's so amazing. But prior to me having Noah, I was always very career driven. I am a Capricorn. I am very stubborn. I'm very headstrong. I know what I want and I go full force with it. And I also come from a family who was very career driven for me. My dad really always instilled that in me growing up. He always tried to give us all the resources he could so that we could go to college, that we could have a better future, and create a strong career and a strong life for ourselves. So that was always just instilled in my head. Go to college, this is how you do it. I'm gonna get a good job. So I graduated high school. I did really good in high school. My grades were pretty good. I went to college right away, and then within my first year of college, I kind of was partying around too much. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't really prepare myself, my mind, as to what I was there for, what I was gonna do. I just knew I had to be there because, again, I came from a family that was go to college, right? So within the first 2 years of going to college, I got pregnant with my son. and it was a huge surprise to me. Of course, it was unplanned, but I knew that nothing was going to stop me from achieving the goals that I wanted to. And when I told my parents, I was so nervous to tell them because, again, of course, like you could just imagine coming from a Hispanic background and, you know, a family that wanted so much for me, I didn't want to disappoint them. So, you know, I told them, you know, I'm still going to accomplish every goal that I have set for myself. I'm still going to graduate college. I'm going to get that degree. I'm going to have a meaningful career. Just watch. So that is what my goal was. That was what I was looking towards. I wasn't looking towards anything else in my life. That was the goal, was, you know, have my son and continue to finish college. And that was what I did, you guys. I literally finished college. It took me a little bit longer, of course, than expected. I never took time off when I had my son, but I was going like part-time and like online classes and things like that, but I still kept my eye on the prize and was going to do it, was not going to stop going. So fast forward to, you know, graduating college. My son is now, I think he was like 4 or 5. No, like 4. No, not even, like 3 or 4, because I've been out of college now for 3 years. So I quickly realized, okay, I need to enter the workforce now, which I have a video a few, like earlier on in my channel on like struggling to get a job and things like that. That one I filmed probably almost 2 years ago now, because I didn't get a job right away after college. I did an internship and tried to make connections and networking as much as I could to kind of set myself up to get the job that I wanted. And I was struggling, you guys. Like, I was struggling, and it was like, it felt like I was just aimlessly trying to figure out what I was going to do. But all I knew was that I had to get a job and, you know, have a good career. That's what I knew. That's what I had known for so long. Again, that was the only goal that I was looking towards. So I finally get a job in my my field of study, I guess you can say, which was in human resources, particularly management, but I knew I wanted to go into human resources. So I get a job and, you know, I'm going through the motions, going to work every day, you know, having a son, taking him to school, coming home, cooking dinner, getting him ready for bed, and just literally, I lost myself, you guys. I literally lost everything that I feel like I had been working towards. Like, I was just like, why? Something in me just felt super unhappy. Like, okay, I did all of this, is all I was focused on, and I'm doing it, and yet somehow, some way, something inside me was telling me there was more to life and that there was something more for me. So during all of this, while I'm continuing to work, I did do things on the side that made me happy because, you know, life is too short. I was like, okay, well, if I can't quit my job right now, of course I need an income right now. I'm going to start doing slowly things on the side. And that is when I started my business, Lyssxo. It'll be a year this month in April, you guys, that I will have been, you know, running my own business for a year. And it's so amazing. I'm just, everything that has come with it, all the ups, the downs, the emotions, you know, like the slow sales, the booming, the success, just everything about it, I love. Like, I am obsessed, you guys. I feel like it consumes me sometimes. Like, that's all I can think about. And I know if it's all I can think about, then why am I not following my heart and doing what I want to do? So, you know, the first year in business, I was, of course, you know, going to work and running my business, slowly trying to grow that as much as possible. And I finally came to the decision that I wanted to quit my job and do this full time. But now that I knew what I wanted, okay, it's action. Let's figure out what I'm gonna do to prepare myself to quit for my job. Because of course, with me living on my own, having my son, you know, having to pay rent, all these bills, just getting up and quitting your job is very scary. So I knew, and I kept telling myself I was gonna best prepare myself as much as possible, even though I will say you will never be 100% prepared for anything in life, that you just need to just go for it. But again, me being a mom and that mother instinct in me, I was like, no, I can't just be like, woohoo, let's do whatever and not think of like my son and providing a roof over his head, right? So that was always what was holding me back. And I was back and forth for so long on like, when will I actually be able to do this? When, blah, 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 blah. So rewind a little bit to December of 2019, I decided to really take control of my life because I was feeling so unhappy, and a lot of that stemmed from not doing what I really wanted to do. So I took some time like off social media, which I'm sure if you guys watch any of my videos in one of my past vlogs, I was talking about a social media cleanse that I was doing, and honestly it helped me so much just get more clarity on what I wanted. I knew I wanted to go into the year 2020 with just full clarity on the direction I was going, with set goals. So I set a goal for myself in the year 2020 that I was going to quit my job and I was going to do full-time my business, and amongst other goals that I had for myself. And that was it. Like, I was going into 2020 with a clear mind and eye on the prize. Again, I am like a person that I know what I want. Once I want it, I go for it, and like other things don't really distract me. So as we get into the new year, I set a goal for myself to quit in the year 2020, but I needed to set an actual goal, an actual date. You guys, when you set goals, if you just say a very general rule of thumb, you're not really holding yourself very accountable, and sometimes it's not really like a tangible set date that you're looking at. So I set a date for myself, you guys, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, a couple things at work did help me make my decision more clear, where I was like, okay, this is the date. Everything was just speaking to me that was what I came to. I put a date, this is it, great. I also prepared financially, and other aspects of my life, was doing a little bit of other things on the side at night to get some income. So I was like, okay, good. Like, I prepared myself. This is it. I'm going to do it. The date is coming. So I put my 2 weeks notice in. I was super excited. Of course, a little sad because just quitting my job in general, and like it was just a sad thing for me, but also I was super excited. I quit my job, or at least I put my 2 weeks notice in the Friday before all of this happened. Meaning, I don't know if you guys remember, but that Sunday night, I don't remember what day it was like March something, when they announced the stay-at-home order. I had put my 2 weeks notice in that Friday right before that happened. So then I literally quickly just felt myself, all this anxiety, all this worrisome, all this doubt just fill my head. I just quit my job, or I put my 2 weeks notice in to my stable job, and we are quickly entering a worldwide pandemic. What did I do? Why did I quit my stable job, my stable income, when people all over the world are losing their jobs, being affected by this, having to stay at home with their kids, so on and so forth. Everyone is struggling in their own way from what is happening on in the world. And I just freely gave up my job. Like, okay, I'm gonna just do what I want. And that was that. You guys, I started to get very depressed. Again, the doubt was there. What did I do? Did I make the wrong decision? I was just questioning the universe and my path. I was like, wow, I'm finally, headstrong and passionate about something, and I take a step forward, and then universe is like, what are you doing? Hold up. And I started just doubting myself and questioning myself so much. And during this time in quarantine up until this point, it has been very hard, you guys. Very, very hard to keep myself motivated, to keep myself positive, because of all that self-doubt. And I started to convince myself that I made the wrong decision. I started to convince myself that, well, even if I wanted to do this, it's gonna take a lot more to be successful now, or, businesses aren't gonna be booming, especially small businesses. Like, how am I gonna get through the next months, days, months, years to come, when I don't have a steady income anymore? I'm betting everything on my business and myself. How am I gonna continue to move forward and thrive? So all those thoughts were just filling my head, and all that negativity that I was telling myself, I was feeding it to myself, really got the best of me, you guys. I was now working from home during this 2-week period that I had put my 2 weeks notice in. I was working from home, and you would think, cool, I have all this time on my hands now. Let's get going. Let's get some content out. Let's get these new arrivals. I had been sitting on some new arrivals that I hadn't even taken pictures of, put on the website, but I just couldn't find it in me to get motivated and do it. And that even put even more like just bad feelings in myself. I was like, why am I doing this to myself? I would get up, super late. I would sleep in and just feeling so unmotivated and not doing anything. And I was like, wow, like I quit my job. Now I'm not even doing anything. Like this is just so bad. Like everything in the world is just so bad right now. And just, you guys, I'm telling you, it was just like negative thought after negative thought after negative thought. But one morning I was like, no, hold up, stop. Alyssa, you are in control of your thoughts. You have all the power within yourself to shift your mindset and to change your world. Maybe I can't change what's happening in the world right now, but I can change my thoughts, and that will change my direct world, my direct circle, right? So I began to remind myself why I made the decision that I did, and I didn't want to look back. I officially quit my job on Friday, and I'm here now, and I'm just so excited for what's to come. During this time that I was, very sad and unmotivated, I realized that I wasn't really feeding my soul like I was back in December when I first, I guess, went through this spiritual awakening and kind of opened up a whole new world for me where, I was trying to connect with like higher self and be the best version possible. I lost routine of all that stuff. Like I was, during that time, waking up early, meditating and reading and really consuming myself with things that were motivating me and connecting me to my true self and what I really wanted. And that was when I was the most clear, was when I was giving myself that time to really invest in myself and fill myself up with positive things. So that is what I needed to remind myself of and begin to get back into a routine of those things and really just connect with higher source, God, whatever you want to call it, and have faith, of course. Throughout my life, there is one thing that I know is true, and that has always been in me, which is, I guess you could say, my calling and my passion and my purpose in this life, and that is to inspire others. You guys, I am a huge person on motivating others and taking what you know and showing wisdom to other people, helping them out in any way, shape, or form. I am not saying that I know everything. I'm not saying that I am perfect or have all these things together to give advice. Through my business, I have been able to meet so many great, amazing people and connect with so many people and people that have come into my life and made my life better. It's just amazing, and I know that I am supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be out there sharing my story with the world, and I will continue to do that through my business and through my channel, my YouTube channel, and through my social media platforms. I just am so excited for what's to come. This truly is what makes me feel good, and I know that if I follow what makes me feel good, no matter what I do in life, I will never go wrong, you guys. I will never go wrong, and I need to remind myself of that. And I know to some people are like, oh my god, how are clothes gonna change someone's life? But it's like it's not about the clothes. It's not about, yes, fashion is amazing, I love fashion, I love putting things together, but it's really about connecting with people. And sometimes people are going through things in life, and if they made a purchase from me and it might make them feel good, or even just following my story, any which way that I can make an impact on their life, I am happy, I am satisfied. So I'm just super excited to go full force with this and see what this journey takes me on and how I can impact more lives and continue to do what I love. So besides all of that has been happening, of course, everyone right now is quarantined, and I see this as a time to get ahead, to reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your family. My son is now home. with me. And honestly, I couldn't have taken that as a bigger sign when I again was back and forth on if I should quit my job or not. I've been longing to just be there for my son more, and when I was working, it felt like that was just, it was just a routine, and I wasn't able to connect with him as much as I would have liked to. And now he is literally off school until the fall, so I guess my new job is teacher. I have to prepare him for first grade now, and those are the things that I'm looking forward to, guys. Just being there with my son, teaching him good values, getting him ready for first grade, working on my business, connecting with people, and just bettering myself every day, you guys. It's just everything, all the signs pointed to me being here and now, and it couldn't be any more perfect, even during a global pandemic. If you guys are doubting yourself on, you know, maybe starting a business or going after your dreams, and you're just consumed with the media and all this going on, I really encourage you to unplug, step away for that for a little bit, and use this time that you are home to reconnect, recenter, jot down your goals, have a clear mindset of where you're going, because this isn't going to last forever. I mean, we don't know how long it's going to go, but it's not going to last forever. And once, you know, those doors open again and you're able to go out there, nothing should be any different than what you were doing when you were at home, you know? And I think that this time is going to help prepare you to just really figure out what fills you with purpose and what your passion is. I quickly want to talk about the first clip in the beginning that you guys saw. So on Friday, when I went to drop off all of my stuff to the place that I worked at, like my work phone and my work computer and all that, it was like a bittersweet moment for me. And it was just hitting me that it was real, that I'm literally not gonna have to work and not go back to this place, and then I'm like in charge of my own time. I don't have to report to anybody, that I am full entrepreneur mode. It was just like, you know, obviously so many emotions that I was feeling. And as I was pulling out of the parking lot, literally, I get a order from my business. I get notifications on my phone. And although I know for you guys that may not seem like a light, like, okay, cool, you got an order. But for me, it was confirmation that I am heading in the right direction. For me, it was a sign, and I am all about signs, you guys. I am all about just being very intuitive and taking things and just creating meaning out of it. And I felt at that moment at peace. I felt happy. I was at peace with my decision, and there's no looking back, you guys. There's no more negativity that I want to fill myself. There's just nothing but trusting that I am on the right journey and just going from there, you guys. And if you guys need a sign on whether to push forward to something that you want to do, this is your sign, you guys. Do it. Even with everything that's going on, focus on you. Focus on your purpose. Why are you here on this world? What are you meant to do? And, you know, create good habits for yourself, and I promise everything will come to you. It'll all make sense. Some of the most successful people, some of the most successful businesses were started in the recession of 2008, like Uber and Lyft. And I just want you to know that no matter what is happening in the world, no matter the circumstances, that the power is within you to do what you want to do and to create an empire and create anything that you want. It's within yourself. And that's what I want to encourage you guys to remember, is that nothing is impossible when you have a strong mindset and you know what you want. All right, guys, so I want to end the video with a inspiring quote on risk taking. And it says, "When it feels scary to jump, that is exactly when you must jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life." You guys, I can't tell you how much I stood over that ledge and was so scared to take the leap of faith and just take the risk. But I did, and I'm here, and I cannot tell you how happy I am. I am more happy than I have ever been in my whole entire life, and I know I'm on the right path. Trust your gut, trust yourself, and just jump. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, for hearing a little bit more about my story, getting to know me a little bit more. I hope this video has inspired you in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm so excited, guys. Please make sure to check out my boutique. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. But besides my boutique, make sure you are supporting small businesses, guys. Small businesses need your support more than ever right now. And even if it's something that you can't purchase, simply share, spread the word about their business. It honestly does wonders and multitudes for small businesses. But yeah, you guys, that completes this video. Also, now that I don't have a job and I have more time on my hands, leave me some video suggestions on what you guys want to see from my channel. And I'm just so excited to continue to grow this channel, put out great content, meaningful content, inspiring content. So please make sure to support, subscribe if you are not, to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.